Hey YouTube, Zukan Shelby here with the review of the Pokemon Zukan Black and White Set 3. So this is technically Set 5 if you count the two movie sets as actual sets, but for all extensive purposes this is Black and White 3. So this set contains 6 capsules, as you can see. We have the Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus in their Incarnate Forms, and then you have the Emboar line, the Simisage line, and the Liepard line. So we'll go ahead and take a look at these one by one. They do retail for 200 yen a piece in Japanese capsule machines. However, because of that, they are only available in Japan. So you're going to have to go ahead and check out retail stores if you can find any that sell these, or go to Yahoo Japan auctions through a middleman. I personally use Okinawan Toy Seller. Google him to go ahead and take a look at his site and his services. But I go ahead and go through him and bid on sets. You can usually get a full set of 5 to 6 capsules, depending on how big the set is, for roughly $15 to $25, depending on the demand of the set. So let's go ahead and take a look at these one by one. So first up is the Emboar line. My personal favorite of the starters for this line, just because I'm kind of biased towards fire, and I like bacon, so pigs are cool. But anyway, so here is the set. You got a little tiny Tepig down there going, Tepig! And then he evolves, and he's like, Pignite! And his voice doesn't change. But anyway, Pignite's here yelling because he's all angry, particularly probably at the trainer that abandoned him, but anime references aside. Emboar's back here trying to give someone a big hug or something. I don't know what he's doing precisely. But, very, very cool. Again, absolutely, I keep saying this in every Zukan review as I raise him above the camera and you can't see him. Guys, look at this capsule, he's awesome. Anyway, beautifully painted, beautifully sculpted. I love these figures a lot. I did glue these in. Emboar had this little stand thingy that kind of grips his foot, sort of. So he had that, but I just glued him in completely. Same with Tepig and Pignite. So they're all glued into the stage. They're not going anywhere. But normally they are loose figures. So there's Emboar. Pretty cool release. Simisage, because pompadours are awesome, or something. And Pansage belongs to Silent or Dent or whatever name you want to use for him. So these weren't terrible figures. Not my favorite. When Simisage tries to use this stage, he kind of is hovering a bit there, but he does have a one-up hand because, a thumbs-up hand because he's trying to be Kuga. But a very cool sculpt overall. Probably not the best painted. In fact, this is probably one of the worst painted Zukan sets, I believe. Not sure why, it just doesn't particularly come off well. And Pansage was just down there going, Pansage, and doing Bullet Siege or something, because he can dig too, whatever. Yeah, I'm not too fond of these guys, personally, but monkeys ahoy. Next up is Liepard, my girlfriend's favorite of the new gen. But cat biases aside, very, very cool. Purrloin is very, very tiny. Very, very, very tiny. But can you imagine how small a Zukan Joltik would be? Just imagine that. Very tiny. But despite that, painted and sculpted, absolutely great. Painted in particular. I mean, you can see the eyes have great detailing in there too, which I think is just absolutely incredible for these figures. And then Liepard's in kind of its default pose, but looking pretty awesome. One of my favorite designs for the new Gen 2. I mean, I know it's kind of basic, but I really just like the coloring on it. It's pretty unique. So, pretty nice release that I was pretty excited to get. Thundurus, because genies are cool! And gods and stuff. So here is Thundurus and his little cloud thing. They're all in his cloud. So this is the Incarnate Form. These were released in December of 2011. So the Therian Forms didn't even exist yet. But he's just on this stage via a peg. I didn't glue these ones in because I just didn't feel the need to. But I did glue the pedestal onto the stage, though. But pretty nice. Detail's not the best. I feel like his eyeballs are gone, But despite that, the tail, I guess that's a tail? Sure, we'll go with the tail. Looks absolutely great. And everything is pretty neat on this one, I think. Not my favorite of the genies, but still pretty nice. Nice? Night. What words. So here is Thundurus, the other one of the main two that fight each other and stuff. So, pretty much the same thing as Thundurus, except, or Tornadus, except obviously blue and polka dotted and has a different tail. And it's a little bit more zigzagged because he's a lightning type, or electric type. But, pretty nice overall. Landorus is personally my favorite because the fact that his head's a weird-looking volcano, I think, is thrilling. But pretty nice overall. These do connect right here, so this one can't really move at all. It is connected into the cloud. Not the digital cloud, but the genie cloud. Do they have their own personal cloud where they store things? To the cloud and stuff, I don't know. But very nice figure. So lastly, we have Landorus. Yeah, I like Landorus. He's an interesting color. His Therian form is really cool. And I just like the whole ground thing. But he's pretty nice. Same little details I don't like about the other ones. His head sculpt, or rather the face on the head sculpt, just doesn't look as nice as I think it could. The irises and the pupils aren't painted in or anything like that, so maybe he's not supposed to have them and I'm delusional. That's a possibility as well. But I don't know, there's just something off about it that I don't particularly like. But the tail looks pretty nice overall, and so does the design on his skin. But other than that, the face paint area, I think everything else is painted and sculpted very well. So overall, this is a pretty nice set. I mean, you get a starter, one of the monkeys, a kind of a random Pokemon, and the 3 genies in their incarnate forms. So if you're a fan of legendaries, obviously this is probably a good way to just get the set, so you do have all 3 of them. If you're trying to gun for the starters, there's at least one in this set. If you're a fan of the monkeys, there's something in this set. So the set kind of brings everything to the table that a collector would want, whether they want it all or not. There's at least something in this set that's worth someone's fancy. So I'm a personal fan of it. Not my favorite set. I still think that belongs to the movie ones at the moment. But I got a lot more Zukons on the way. So you can check out shukenshinobi.com for latest updates, my reviews and hauls, and of course check out writersrangers.rebels.com, bringing you the latest tokusatsu news in the craziest way possible. Take care and have a great one.